What's interesting when you're talking about objectives or criteria for making an acquisition, if you look at sort of the 6 or 7 factors for Berkshire Hathaway, right? One of the obviously positive earnings, consistent earnings power, but one that's really interesting to me is they state that they're looking for a simple business. And I think it's easy for so many founders and executives in the logistics and transportation industry to have a great business model, continued earnings, achieve some of the growth potential that you're talking about as an objective. But so many times it seems that you need to maybe sophisticate it with technology or some other services that create a diversification platform. And I think that's what I would share with founders and executives, that is that maybe caution around that, right? You've got a strong business model, leverage that. When I was doing on the buyer side for Transplace and Uber Freight, one of the things that we were looking for was really a strength in sales, even over operations and finance and HR. Obviously, you've got to have a strong operational infrastructure and technology infrastructure. But as an acquirer, we were really looking for that growth in sales. And is that repeatable? And if we look at a merger of the two companies or an acquisition, where are those revenue synergies, right? Where are the strong selling cross sell opportunities? So these are some of the topics I'm interested in speaking to you further about when we get to the conference, and probably some Q&A with some of the attendees, because Scott, my brother and I started M33 Integrated, and so in that journey of building the company, we did finally get to a season where, okay, to get to the next level, do we need to go source debt, or do we need to bring in some capital, or do we consider a private equity? And so um, those are lessons learned and experience that really, joining you on this panel, we get to share with other founders.
I think that's a really good point, Sammy, because one of the things I'm looking forward to covering with you when we get to the panel is a notion of, when is the right time to think about selling from our point of view. You bring it from a real seller who went through that.